Philippine mythology is rich with creatures like the fearsome aswang, shape-shifting vampires, ghouls, the half-horse tigbalang, the giant tobacco-smoking capre, the self-segmenting manananggal, the mischievous dwarf duwende, and the sea serpent bakunawa, alongside nature spirits like diwata, fairies, nymphs, and creatures of trickery such as Sigbin and Palandic, reflecting diverse regional beliefs and interactions with the environment. A well-known statue of a Sigbin is located in Barangay Pasil, Santander, Cebu, serving as a reminder of local folklore.
Aswang, bracket term for shape-shifting creatures that have a variety of forms, such as the blood-sucking vampire, the self-segmenting viscera sucker, the man-eating were-dog, the vindictive or evil-eye witch, and the carrion-eating ghoul. Lamanglupa, bracket term for creatures, magical beings, and earth elementals and dweller the bowels of the earth. Duende, bracket term for small magical beings of the land. Encanto, bracket term for highly attractive, enchanted, human-like environmental. Behavior and abilities. They are known to seduce, kidnap, or fall in love with humans, often leading to the human falling into a coma-like state or being brought to the Encanto's realm. They are sometimes portrayed as guardians of the environment, battling against human destruction. Encanto, 1992, a fantasy film starring Janice de Belen and Francis Magalona. Diwata, gender-neutral bracket term for fairies, gods, goddesses, nature spirits, and nymphs. Diwata Maria Makiling is the legendary guardian spirit, or fairy/nymph, Diwata/Lambana, of Mount Makiling in Laguna, Philippines, known for her beauty, kindness, and protective nature, though she also brings wrath upon those who disrespect her mountain, with popular tales often featuring her love for a mortal farmer and rivalry with other suitors. She embodies the spirit of the mountain, providing resources like food and water, but punishing those who become greedy or destructive, making her a central figure in Filipino folklore. Several actresses portrayed the different Diwatas, goddesses or spirits, in the GMA7 epic fantasy series Indio. Here are some of the actresses and the Diwata characters they played. Rian Ramos as Dian Magayon, Diwata of flying animals or birds. Rachelle Ann Go as Libulan, Diwata of the moon. Solon Husaf as Lalahon, Diwata of fire or volcanoes. Sam Pinto as Lidagat, Diwata of the water or ocean. Era Madrigal as Lihangan, Diwata of the wind. In Philippine mythology, Gigante is a broad category or bracket term used to describe giant humanoid land creatures. While some are unique individual spirits, the term often encompasses several specific beings known for their immense size and strength. Sirena, bracket term for water creatures with a humanoid upper body and the body of a fish from the waist down, similar to merfolk. Philippine TV portrayals of sirenas, mermaids, are a popular fantasy series staple, evolving from iconic figures like Dizibel, multiple adaptations with Marian Rivera, Ann Curtis, and Claudine Barreto's Marina, focusing on human mermaid romance, family drama, and magical adventures, often featuring distinct tales, Pink in Sirena, twin versions in Kambal Serena, and contrasting with darker mythological versions, showing both enchanting beauty and potential danger. Capre, muscular tree giants described as being tall, 7 to 9 feet, big, black, terrifying, and hairy. In Philippine mythology, the Capre is a tall, dark, hairy tree giant known for his muscular build and perpetual cigar smoking. Often described as a tree demon or guardian spirit, he is generally seen as a mischievous but non-malicious trickster who protects his forest home. Lobo, Ilocano, a large dog that guards the entrance to the underworld. Its indigenous name was lost due to Spanish colonization. Philippine television and cinema have a rich history of werewolf, taong lobo stories, dominated by the iconic Moonstone trilogy and recent film adaptations. Mangkukulam, bruja, from Spanish, bruja, witch, are witches, wizards. Brujo, Spanish brujo, wizard, male witch, or sorcerers who cast evil spells to humans, also called mangagawe. Judy Ann Santos starred as a mangkukulam, witch, in the 2008 Filipino horror film Mag-ingat ka sa Kulam, Beware of Witchcraft. Multo is a term used to describe the spirit of a dead person or animal that visually appears in the lives of people that are still alive. Nuno Sapunso, literally goblin of the mound. Goblins or elves who live within mysterious lumps of soil, ant hills, provide a person who steps on their shelter with good luck or misfortune, tikbalang, lurk in the mountains and forests. A tall, bony humanoid creature with the head and hooves of a horse and disproportionately long limbs, to the point that its knees reach above its head when it squats down. In Filipino cinema and television, the tikbalang is portrayed as a towering half-human, half-horse creature, ranging from a malevolent forest trickster to a noble guardian or even a high society power player. Notable portrayals in movies and series Tres, 2021, features the tikbalang in a modern noir setting. Ulan, 2019, offers a poetic, symbolic take where a tikbalang couple getting married in the rain represents innocent idealism and the complexities of love. Juan de la Cruz, 2013. While a TV series, it notably featured comedian Vice Ganda as Santana, the queen of the tikbalang, a villainous role that blended horror with signature humor. Tiyanak, unbaptized newborn baby that tricks and preys on people that are usually lost in the woods. The most notable movie featuring the Tiyanak, a vampiric creature from Philippine mythology that disguises itself as a baby, is the 1988 classic Tiyanak. It stars Janice de Belen as a woman who adopts an abandoned infant, only to discover it is a flesh-eating demon. Tiyanax, 2007. A modern retelling starring Jenny Lynn Mercado and Mark Harris, where a group of travelers encounters several of these creatures in a remote forest. Dogong, a gigantic creature that looks like a mermaid with a human head and body of a sea cow, but much larger. It lives on the coast of Iloilo. It guards a large sacred bivalve, Taclobo, with a shining pearl that night mariners mistake for a lighthouse. In television history, the most iconic and recognizable portrayal of a dugong is found in the Philippine fantasy series Marina, 2004. Portrayed by veteran actress Malu de Guzman, Dugong is a fearsome and powerful sea witch. Initially serving as the antagonist who helps curse the titular mermaid, she eventually becomes a beloved ally to the protagonists. Dalaketnon, evil Encanto elf-like beings. Males possess pale skin and extremely dark hair, while females boast bronzed skin and dark brown hair. In traditional narratives, they are often portrayed as malevolent figures, enticing and abducting unsuspecting individuals. The Dalaketnon refers to a race of Encanto, supernatural beings, in Filipino folklore. Prominently featured in the 2007 Pedro Penduko series, specifically Pedro Penduko at Ang Mga Encantao, where Oyo Boy Soto played the half-Dalaketnon character Joseph, known as beautiful, elitist, and having telekinetic powers, often portrayed as antagonists connected to the underworld of Dalaket. Mambabarang, witches who utilize insects to do their bidding. A mambabarang is a malevolent sorcerer or witch in Philippine folklore who uses black magic, specifically controlling insects or spirits, to possess and torture victims, often causing severe illness, madness, or death, by infesting their bodies, a practice rooted in resentment or revenge and requiring personal items for the ritual. The Heiress, 2019. Maricel Soriano portrays Luna, a powerful mambabarang who seeks to pass her dark legacy and chick spirit medium to her niece, played by Janela Salvador. Nocebo, 2022. In this international psychological thriller, Chai Fonacier plays a Filipino nanny who introduces Mambabarang-style witchcraft to a London household, using it as a tool for revenge against colonial and corporate exploitation.
Sarangay, a creature like a minotaur with jewels attached to its ears. It is typically depicted as half human and half bull, specifically a male water buffalo or carabao. With a muscular humanoid body, in Cantadia TV series, in the GMA Network fantasy saga. The sarangay is categorized among the magical animals of the realm. It is often associated with the kingdom of Supiro, and sometimes appears as a creature encountered by characters in the mystical world of Encantadia.
Sigbin, a goat with very large ears, long whip-like tail that emits a foul stench and two grasshopper-like legs on its neck that enable it to jump far distances. It is also known to crab walk backward. They wander around at night in search of children to devour, but they keep the hearts to make amulets. In Cebu, the Sigbin, or Sigben, is a legendary creature from Visayan mythology described as a blood-sucking beast that walks backward with its head lowered between its hind legs. A well-known statue of a Sigbin is located in Barangay Pasil, Santander, Cebu, serving as a reminder of local folklore.